Have you ever looked at something in your home, a simple, everyday object, and wondered, what if it was made for something totally different? Today, we're diving into the surprising origins of 10 things we use daily. But, plot twist, they were actually invented for entirely different purposes. From life-saving inventions to wartime secrets, you won't believe the origins of some of these items. Ready for a trip down the rabbit hole of invention? Let's get started. 1. Bubble wrap. Picture this. Bubble wrap, the one thing that brings joy to fingers everywhere. But did you know it wasn't originally meant for packing at all? It was invented in 1957 as wallpaper. That's right. Engineers Mark Chavans and Alfred Fielding wanted to create a unique textured wall covering by sealing 2 shower curtains together. When that didn't quite catch on, they tried marketing it as greenhouse insulation before finally finding its true purpose, making our online orders safe and giving us endless popping satisfaction. If that fact surprised you, give us a thumbs up and stick around because these stories only get weirder. 2. Listerine. Now, when you think of Listerine, you probably think of fresh breath, right? But way back in 1879, Listerine was actually developed as a surgical antiseptic. It was even used as a floor cleaner and a cure for gonorrhea. It wasn't until the 1920s that Listerine was marketed as a mouthwash. And suddenly, people started paying attention to the idea of halitosis, or bad breath. Clever, right? From surgery rooms to bathrooms, it's the story of Listerine's transformation into a household name. 3. Coca-Cola. Imagine sipping on an ice-cold Coca-Cola, refreshing, fizzy, classic. But did you know it was created as a headache cure? Dr. John Pemberton, a pharmacist and Civil War vet, originally mixed it up as a medicinal tonic in 1886, hoping to replace his morphine addiction. With some coca leaves and cola nuts, his remedy hit the local pharmacies, and well, the rest is history. Coca-Cola may not cure headaches, but it's certainly cured a few cravings for us over the years. 4th, Play-Doh. Bright, squishy, and beloved by kids everywhere. Play-Doh was never meant to be a toy at all. Back in the 1930s, it was developed as a wall cleaner. The idea was to help folks remove coal residue from wallpaper without damaging it. But as people moved from coal to gas heating, the product's popularity waned, until the inventor's sister-in-law, a school teacher, discovered kids loved playing with it. And thus, Play-Doh was reborn as a childhood staple. Having fun learning these? Subscribe to our channel for more mind-bending stories just like these. 5. Kleenex. The humble Kleenex. Perfect for cold season, emotional movies, or that sniffle at your desk when no one's looking. But originally, Kleenex was developed during World War I to be used as a gas mask filter. Later, it was rebranded as a makeup remover, and only in the 1930s did someone have the brilliant idea to market it for, well, noses. Kleenex. From combat ready to tissue box steady. 6. Cornflakes. Nothing like a bowl of cornflakes to start your day. But here's the twist. Cornflakes were invented as part of an anti-masturbation movement. Yes, you heard that right. Dr. John Harvey Kellogg, a staunch advocate for celibacy, believed bland foods could curb what he saw as immoral impulses. And so, cornflakes were born. We're just glad they're better known for breakfast than for bizarre beliefs. 7. Frisbee. The next time you throw a Frisbee, think pie, because that's exactly what Frisbees once were. The story goes that college students in New England would toss around empty pie tins from the Frisbee Pie Company. Eventually, the idea spun off into the plastic flying disc we all know and love. A game born from dessert? Count us in. 8. WD-40. Here's one for the toolbox. WD-40 was never meant to fix squeaky hinges or stuck bolts. Instead, it was designed to prevent rust on missiles. During the Cold War, engineers created WD-40 as a water displacement formula, 40th attempt, specifically to protect nuclear missiles. Lucky for us, they eventually released it for everyday household use. Bet you weren't expecting that one. Be sure to hit that share button to surprise a friend with this little fact. 9. Super glue. It holds things together, right? But it was actually invented by accident twice. Dr. Harry Coover was trying to create a clear plastic for gun sights during World War II, but the formula kept sticking to everything. Years later, the military found it could be used to seal wounds on the battlefield. So, next time you reach for that tiny tube, remember, Super glue's first job was saving lives. 10. Tea bags. A cup of tea feels timeless, but tea bags are a surprisingly recent and accidental invention. In 1908, a New York tea merchant, Thomas Sullivan, began sending samples in silk bags. Some customers mistakenly dunked the entire bag in hot water instead of emptying it, and voila, the tea bag was born. Thanks to that happy accident, tea drinkers everywhere got a convenient new way to brew their favorite cup. There you have it. 10 everyday items with the most unexpected backstories. From surgeries to playrooms, from warfare to breakfast tables, these inventions have come a long way. If you love this journey into the strange and surprising world of invention, give us a thumbs up and make sure you're subscribed to QuirkQuest, because there's always something fascinating to discover right here. Until next time, stay curious.